just a few hours from now, BCCI goes into an emergency huddle to firm up its battle plan to tackle the fixing mess. The latest scandal has blown in the board's face, and all eyes today will be on its top guns when they meet in Chennai to prove that they have the will to clean the mess up. One of the possibilities that will be discussed is legal action against the tainted players. The BCCI is going to explore legal recourse against the erring trio Srishant, Chandila and Chavan. As of now, it is just a proposal, but it could become a reality if working committee provides its approval. There have been calls for a life ban, but the BCCI is not going to jump the gun on this one. The BCCI constitution demands that an inquiry be complete before bans are handed down, but all players will remain suspended till the inquiry ends. But tough talk like this is nothing new. It is a drill followed after every such scandal that tarnishes the reputation of the game. There has seldom been concrete follow-up action or preventive measures. They have broken their promises, cricket fans, countless times, but will they walk the talk this time after what is cricket's biggest ever crisis? The board must now come up with a comprehensive action plan that first and foremost has to focus on mentoring players and educating them about corruption in the game, and the plan of action if they're ever approached by a bookie. Another thing that the board has to ensure is that it monitors its players closely. While it might border on breach of privacy, audit teams must examine players' accounts for ill-gotten wealth, and if need be, players can be subjected to set up situations to create fear in their minds that will ensure that they don't fall into the trap of fixing. For life bans handed out in the past have not been a deterrent. A clause in the contract of players signed up for IPL or central contracts must make it clear that the board will recover all money ever paid to a player if he is ever found guilty of any kind of fixing. With all of life's earnings at stake, players perhaps will think twice. Another measure that the BCCI must take is use of accredited agents who will ensure that players are kept in check, and agents will be liable for action in case their clients don't. Let's get a quick word in from headlines today's Rasesh Mandani, who's been in touch with his sources in the BCCI and has been breaking all the developments over the last few days since the spot fixing scandal actually broke. Rasesh, there's plenty on the table when this emergency meet of the BCCI takes place in Chennai later today. Just take us through the contours of this meeting. What's on the table? What are they likely to be deciding by the end of that meeting?
I think first, Shiv, let's make no mistake about it. The BCCI at the moment feels cornered. With the three cricketers and the evidence that the Delhi police has provided, the BCCI realizes that aspersions have been cast on the whole money minting IPL exercise, and if they're not seen to be in a combative mode right now, which they are, all the public statements, pronouncements coming in from the leading BCCI officials, the various government agencies could come into action as well, and the whole functioning of the IPL could be in a limbo. So I think for that reason, the BCCI will be combative. Even during the course of the meeting, some steps will be taken. But as we know, the procedural formalities in the board, even if a life ban, may well be a definite possibility, a procedure will be followed. The BCCI, of course, has its own anti-corruption wing in place, in Ravi Savani heading the wing, and
yes,
he may be officially appointed as the inquiry officer and then submit the report to its committee. But I think the cricket world will also be looking closely at what steps the BCCI takes in place to ensure that the menace does not reoccur, and whether there are systems in place of the easy access that people have to players during the course of the IPL. All those steps would be checked as well.
Well, those steps will have to be checked, won't they, Rasesh? Because what the spot fixing scandal has clearly shown, at least one of the things that has clearly shown, is that all of those checks and balances that the ICC has, that the BCCI has, that the IPL have, for their players, seem to have been left by the wayside as a result of this controversy. And this entire scandal has simply proved that it can't be lip service anymore. They have to go down to the root of all those mechanisms and perhaps overhaul the entire system from within.
That's right. The easy way out, Shiv, would be to, let the blame be on the three cricketers and,
Yeah.
and ensure and try and proclaim that everything else is hunky-dory. But remember, the IPL that happened during South Africa, there was no anti-corruption wing in place. There were question marks raised during some of the games at that point in time as well. Now, the police investigations revealed that some of the games in last year's IPL could possibly be fixed as well. And, that, of course, then leads to the question whether, there is an issue at the top as well. Whether at a franchisee level there could be issues, whether there could be diktats given to the players as well,
Yes.
whether that possibility is checked as well. So the BCCI needs to put the system in place. It needs to be seen as acting not just against the three cricketers involved and the whole process that will be followed, but put better systems in place during the course of the IPL to ensure that they want a corruption-free IPL.
Thanks, Rasesh, for getting us